What's good, Commanders family? Welcome to another episode of Everything Commanders. I am your host, Dream Team Buddha. Training camp is right around the corner, and still, no Terry McLaurin anywhere to be found. No deal has been made. No progress has been made. In fact, the reports show that they are far apart. How do you feel about the situation on this Terry McLaurin negotiation deal? Are you feeling sad, worried, thinking that it won't get done? Or are you optimistic and knowing that Terry McLaurin will be in that burgundy and gold until the end of his career?
Welcome to Everything Commanders with your host, Dream Team Buddha. Hail to the Commander.
All right, y'all. So listen, before we get into this episode, if you will, do your boy a favor. First and foremost, say a prayer for my family as we lost and we mourn the death of my brother, Rico. I told you all, if you seen my episode yesterday, I'm going to make sure that I'm going to make sure that I keep his name living. I'm going to make sure. So thank you for all the prayers and the kind words yesterday to you all that dropped it in the comments. I truly appreciate you all. And my brother, no, I love you, Rico. All right, let's stay focused. Before we get into this video, if you will, do your boy a kind favor and hit that thumbs up button. Drop a comment on this topic, and make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and turn the bell notification on so that way I can keep you in the know with Everything Commanders. Let's get into this video. Sorry about that. I've been avoiding this conversation with you all for the longest, okay? I have seen other podcasts, Commanders podcasts, speak on this Terry McLaurin contract negotiation situation, and I kind of like been in the cut hiding because I want to stay optimistic with the contract negotiations. I want to believe that even though things don't look like it, that everything is all right. I want to believe that because I seriously believe that. However, still, no Terry McLaurin deal has been made. And I know this is one of the things me and my brother had conversation about, talking back and forth about, the Terry McLaurin, if he'll get paid or not. He felt the same way I felt. He felt like Terry McLaurin will be here until he retired. And I feel the same way. And yeah, I know it's been a lot of reports going on, and people, all these other beat reporters, they speaking on, Terry McLaurin is upset, or they far apart. They Terry McLaurin not happy with the negotiation process, and it's just a lot going on, And then you got some beat reporters saying that Terry McLaurin hasn't showed up for anything. He decided to hold out and so forth and so on. But we all know, we all sat here watch. Terry McLaurin was there for the non-mandatory activities. He was there. He was there. Now, when it became the last week of the non-mandatory activities, he stepped away. Maybe they was trying to get a deal done, and then the contract talk negotiation has ceased. And so he said, okay, well, they not trying to get nothing done. I'm finna go on vacation with the wifey or whatever the case may be. So he said, I'm going to step away so he could protect himself, which is all fine and dandy, understandable. But during this time of him stepping away, it been an uproar. They done put up trade requests, scenarios, should I say, and it just been a lot going on social media, and people making a whole lot out of nothing. That's where it was a month ago, right? Now, as we sit here now, a couple weeks away from training camp, with no Terry McLaurin deal in the making. I gotta say, although I'm optimistic, although I still feel like he'll get this deal done, I am a bit worried. I'm a bit worried. I'm a bit worried, but I'm not worried that he won't get a deal done. What I am worried about is that he won't reach a deal before training camp. Now, I hope I'm just losing my mind right now, and I'm reaching and I'm stressing for no reason, because they will get a deal done before training camp. However, who's to say? Now, hear me now. Hear me. Who's to say that Terry McLaurin didn't sign a contract extension already? Oh, they already got it in the works. They just waiting for Terry McLaurin to come sign that paper. Who's to say? You probably like, Buddha, they can't do that. Why would you think that? Well, I took the liberty to go to Instagram, right? And I went down my timeline and I went to the Commanders. You know, we unveiled the new jerseys yesterday. Well, not the new jerseys, the Super Bowl era jerseys. And I said, you know what? Let me go on Terry McLaurin page and let me see what he been up to. Since he ain't been at Commanders Park or with the team, let me see what he's been up to. So I go on his page and I see his last whereabouts, and I know we all seen the post where he was in Italy on vacation with the wifey or whatever the case may be. And then Magic Johnson posts a video of him working out on a yacht and where? What location? That's right, Italy. Now, when that came out, everybody jumped to conclusion saying, "Oh, Terry McLaurin and the team is out Italy and they working on a deal out Italy." And I said to myself, well, I don't think that's the case. I mean, we saw Magic Johnson. We ain't see AP on the goddamn yacht. We ain't see Lance Newmark on the yacht. You feel me? Now, granted, Magic Johnson is the owner. And maybe, just maybe, he could have funded a trip to Italy for Terry McLaurin. Could have said, you know what? You mean a lot to this team, so out of my pocket, I'm going to pay for you and your family a trip out to Italy. Who knows? I could be reaching with that, just like all these other people reaching. But I didn't think it was much of nothing. So I kind of been keeping myself occupied with other things and not thinking about Terry McLaurin. And then I had no choice with my brother's situation. He lost his life a few days ago. In fact, he lost his life on 4th of July. And, it's been a whole lot going on since then. So I really haven't had a chance to digest what's been going on. But I'm still here to do these episodes and get back to some type of leveled normalcy, whereas though I still have a podcast that I want to do. And I know my brother will want me to continue on and, carry out his name or whatever the case may be. And he know I love him. So I really haven't had a chance to sit here and think about Terry McLaurin. So every time a story come out, me and my brother, we would speak on it, and it'll be just that, nothing more, nothing less. And I really haven't had the chance. I really haven't had to speak on this situation. So now, here I am. So anyway, back to what I was saying. I went on Instagram trying to see what Terry McLaurin was into. And let me tell you what I came across, y'all. I went to his pictures, and then I went to his stories. And in his story, a picture popped up 3 hours ago. It is 8:39 a.m. when I'm making this episode. And I seen this, I screenshotted this about 40 minutes ago. So I say, give and take, he posted this at 5 a.m. 5 a.m. Now, this may not mean much, but we shall see what it means. You tell me what it means. It says, I wake up and I go get that cake. I ain't the type that relax. What do you mean, Terry? What are you talking about? What do you mean? You wake up and go get it. Did you wake up and go get a deal done? Did y'all ink a deal? Or did y'all agree on something? Are we about to get an announcement that Terry McLaurin just got paid or the deal has been reached? Or am I putting too much into it? Y'all let me know. Because maybe I could be reaching. I'm just hoping that, we can get some type of relief on this matter. That, this is going to be some great news for us to receive later today or in a couple days. I wake up and I go get that cake. I ain't the type to relax. Come on, man. Now, y'all tell me. And I know it was a report that came out last night, and it was by your boy. Shout out to Jaden Daniels, MVP on X. I've been following his channel, ever since. Jaden Daniels' situation. I'm pretty sure he was somebody else when we had another quarter, but I just came across him anyway not too long ago. But he made a post. He retweeted a Bleacher Report post, and where James Palmer, the NFL analyst, was speaking on Terry McLaurin's situation. He gave an update. And James Palmer in that video spoke on how close Dan Quinn has been with Terry McLaurin throughout the offseason. And pretty much Dan Quinn has been keeping in touch with Terry McLaurin, which is a good thing. And I love that. And Terry McLaurin does not want to reset the market, but he's looking at all the other seven. He's looking at the 7 receivers who are paid $30 million or more. So, where do you value Terry McLaurin? How much do you think he should get? How much do you think he should get? Is Terry McLaurin a $30 million or more receiver? Is he worth that much? Or should he stay in the 20s and be at the high 20s? I'm not too sure what his contract of his last year is right now, but you seen T. Higgins. T. Higgins got $29 million. T. Higgins got 29. He's the number 2. Terry number 1. Now, granted, T. Higgins is much younger, and I'm not saying he should get Jamal Chase numbers, but where does Terry McLaurin stand? If you ask me, anywhere in between $30 million and $35. 35 is a lot. Maybe they put a deal on there where Terry gets 31 with incentives. Like he can make up to $35 million. I don't know what the stipulations may be in the contract and what these incentives may be, but this is just my guess. But Terry is worth $30 million or more, if you ask me. What say you? You tell me. Drop it down in the comments. How much would you be willing to pay Terry McLaurin? Because Terry McLaurin is the Commanders. Terry McLaurin has been the light before the light for the Commanders, for the Redskins. For the Redskins. When he came in with Dwayne Haskins, Terry McLaurin was the only fresh air that we had. The little bit of fresh air that we had. That first game versus the Eagles, Case Keenum dropped back, and he had a hell of a game that game. Threw that thing to Terry McLaurin. He smoked Bradbury up the sideline, or was it I can't think of the other guy's name. Anyway, he smoked the Eagle defender, the dude that wore the green hair. He been balling ever since he arrived in Washington. From the training camp video clips that we saw, when he scored on Greg Stroman and got up and he was flexing his little muscle with his little peanut head, to him giving back in the community each and every year, him being a leader on this squad each and every season, him going through all of those different starting quarterbacks and still producing. Pay the man. He deserves to be paid $30 million plus. Contrary to your belief. Pay my man. I'm worried they won't be paying him before training camp. Although I just seen that post. I don't know what that post mean, y'all. Y'all got to tell me, man. I really don't know what that post mean. I wake up and I go get that cake. I ain't the type to relax. Where you getting the cake from, Terry? At 5 in the morning. I don't know, man. This could be something. It could be nothing. It could be something. It could be nothing. We shall see. But anyway, I just wanted to do this video real quick to speak on this Terry McLaurin situation because I haven't spoke on it and I've been avoiding this conversation for a while now. And I know I told you all during minicamp that Terry McLaurin deal most likely will be done before training camp. But I am a little bit concerned that it won't be done before training camp, if it isn't done already. We shall see. Like I said, drop it down in the comments if you think Terry McLaurin is worth $30 million or more, or let me know what you think Terry McLaurin is worth. Drop it down in the comments. But anyway, that's going to do it for your boy. If you're new to the channel, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, turn the bell notifications on, so that way I can keep you in the know with everything Commanders. I promise to be more consistent. Although I'm dealing with the burial of my brother, I'm going to make sure that I give it everything I got. And I appreciate you all. Before I go, left hand up. Who are we? The Commanders. Rest in peace, Rico. Long live.